Well, one of the things that I tell people frequently is, if you look at the way, if you look, for example, at search trends in the world on search engines as far as nuclear
Hmm.
salience, in February 2022, with the beginning of the war, searches for nuclear topics were up literally on Google Analytics in English and other languages. They were up thousands of percentage points, right?
Hmm.
We've actually now established a new normal in society as far as nuclear salience and interest. So if you now look at like Google Trends data, right, like the new kind of baseline measurement of interest in nuclear weapons is higher than it was before February 2022, even
Hmm.
though it kind of tapered off. And so I, have been working in this field. I've been doing interviews on these things, for 15 years. And when I do these types of things, I would say that in the past year and 4 months, I have done more interviews than I've done in the past decade because of the overall interest in this. And
Yes.
so I talk to people about everything from what are tactical and strategic nuclear weapons, what are the risks of Putin using nuclear weapons. I live here in Switzerland, so I frequently talk to people about, would the Swiss bunkers be sufficient in the case of the use of nuclear weapons? In Europe, here, I, of course, talk about Zaparroja and Russian attacks at the nuclear power plant, the largest one in Europe, in Ukraine. And my overall kind of rhetoric that I tell people is I work on nuclear threats across the spectrum and I think about them every day, right? That is my professional life. I'm frequently doing it. And am I scared? On some level, yes. But if we think about what's going on in Ukraine with targeting of civilians, schools, hospitals, children, transit stations.
Right.
The situation on the ground is really terrible. And the thing that keeps me awake at night about Ukraine is actually not nuclear weapons. There's no reason, I think personally, why everyone's grandma needs to be scared that, the nuclear weapons threats of the Cold War and duck and cover uh,
Sure.
are here to stay.